Welcome friends to another Wheel of Time video. Today we will examine Lews Therin. Spoilers for all the books from here. Therin is the voice Rand hears in his head. The previous Dragon Reborn. Who was he? If you enjoyed the video, please think about liking and subscribing. Let's get into it. Lews Therin Telamon was the most powerful of all the Aes Sedai in the Age of Legends. He was also their leader. He had another love, but he married Ilyena Sunhair, and they had a family. Years later, the Aes Sedai, thinking they had found another source of power, sought it by drilling into what turned out to be the Dark One's prison. When this happened, Aes Sedai began to turn to the Dark One's side. This led to the War of the Shadow, and in this, with his position and abilities, Lews Therin was named leader of the forces of light. In the fighting, he proved he was worthy of that moniker by defeating Ishmael, a very powerful Aes Sedai, who had turned to the Dark One upon realizing that the Dark One could not be defeated. Therin was a great general, but with that position came envy and jealousy from others. This caused several generals from the side of light to defect to the shadow. They became members of the Dark One's Forsaken, specifically Demandred, Belial and Samael, and this move turned the war in the favour of the shadow, and the land he ruled grew. To stop this, the Aes Sedai made a large magical device, the Chodian Khal. This would create a barrier to stop the Shadow's advance, to buy time so they could find a permanent solution for the bore where the Dark One was going to escape. Lews Therin wanted an assault on Shayol Ghul, the heart of the Dark One's growing empire. There he wanted to create a new seal with male and female Aes Sedai working together instead of the Chodian Khal. But this was the plan they went forward with. Construction was abandoned quickly of the Chodian Khal when the forces of the Shadow overrun the device before it could be used. Lews Therin came back to his plan, but an Aes Sedai convinced all of the female Aes Sedai to oppose it. Lews Therin gathered 10,000 soldiers. This speaks of his reputation, and the 113 male channelers to move forward without the female Aes Sedai's help and strike at Shayol Ghul. The plan worked. Therin created 7 seals to lock the Dark One away, but the Dark One struck back and tainted the male half of the One Power. To use it was to go slowly mad. Perhaps being so close when this was done, or because they were channeling at a great rate, the male Aes Sedai and Lews Therin, the Dragon Reborn, went instantly insane. As part of this madness, Lews Therin went to his home and murdered his whole family. Lews Therin was later healed of this madness by Ishmael as an act of revenge for his earlier defeat of him. Seeing what he had done and not able to live with it, Therin drew on all he could channel and more than he could control. This caused a bolt of white-hot energy to come down from the sky, killing him down to the atoms. The blast tunneled down to the mantle of the earth, and today is a grisly monument to him. The place is called Dragon Mount, an active volcano near Tarvalon. Now friends, I turn this over to you. What do you think to the tragic tale of Lews Therin? How could this past affect his possession of Rand in the current novel? Have you channeled enough power to create a volcano? Comment down below.